Okay, everybody, welcome back to the Compulsive Survival Builder. I settled on a title for the channel, I guess, um, which you saw, I'm sure. So I had some trouble in my last playthrough. Apparently, my mods were kind of conflicting a little bit, and I was getting what PS4 users know as the 0 kilobyte save error. And I figured out what it was. It was, unfortunately, some of my zombie mods. And I forgot the cardinal rule of modding on PlayStation, and that is don't enable all your mods right at the beginning of the game. Yeah, so I had to kind of work my way back to this point. I tried to keep everything relatively the same as it was on the previous playthrough as far as what I did. So, but I did get all my stuff here. I did set up shop. I did, as you can see, I did my armor and my weapons. Now, okay, so most of the mods you can enable at the beginning. I didn't. I only enabled like just a handful. I did all these just because I wanted the gameplay at the beginning to be the same. I did the zombie mods. I didn't do anything that I hadn't encountered yet. Like the interiors, none of that, none of the snipers, I didn't enable anything that we hadn't got to yet right at the beginning of the game. And there's one in particular that you have to be careful about that I noticed. It's the immersive looting. Yeah, this one. Immersive looting messes with the vault during the opening sequence, and you end up falling down the elevator shaft and dying. So yeah, don't start that one at the beginning of the game. Now, since I was in survival mode, I had to be kind of clever about it, and so there's certain mods you can load at the beginning of the game, and then there's certain mods that you can load after you get the Pit Boy, and then there's certain mods you can load after you discover your first workbench. So yeah, don't enable this one at the beginning. Vault Looter worked fine. So if you want to have that shipment in the vault, you can do that one. Anyway, so I did just kind of a handful of them. I did also change my load order just a little bit. I got rid of that second integration mod I had. I noticed when I was showing my mods on the last video that I had 2 of those. I don't think you need 2 of those. And then I moved some of the mods that I noticed added things to the chem bench into the chem bench area. You should look up what a good load order is. Maybe I can leave a link in one of the videos to where I get my load orders from. But I moved some of those down, and then it turns out that the Zombies Open Doors mod was conflicting, and that's really those 2 mods after the Zombie Walkers mod that I had where it was open doors and then slow them back down again. Those were conflicting with this and causing the inability to save my game. So we can't have that. So we're just going to have to go back to Zombie Walkers, standard slow zombies, no lunges, which is fine. It's fine. And then I looked on the mod page for this one, and it says these are supposed to go before it, so I put them before it. And then, like I said, I moved some stuff down into these ones, like saving that adds to the chem bench. The make static adds to the chem bench. I thought this was broken, but it has loaded fine. Anyway, so these are my chem bench mods, all of these, and they're all in this little spot tucked between new weapons and other modifications to benches. And then the military clutter mod, that also adds to the chem bench, but it seems to be working fine right here, so I just left it alone. Beyond that, it's pretty much the same. I also removed the ones I had after UCO. I had the one, we're not going to be able to add a targeting HUD to glasses because I didn't like that I couldn't change the color of my helmet, and I wanted my helmet to be black. That was more important to me than having glasses with the targeting HUD. Anyway, we'll probably get power armor at some point, so who cares? And then the jetpack one I just moved because I don't think it needs to be down there after the UCO, because it doesn't seem to actually edit the jetpack itself. It just edits the behavior of your action points, so I moved it into tweaks. Anyway, but for the most part, this is the same. Now, the other thing about loading, okay, to go back, I would say if you're going to start a brand new game, make a brand new character, and start in the vault like I did, then really just these, the weapon scrap's fine if you want to enable that too. Down to immersive gameplay, then immersive fallout. I enabled all those. I didn't do companion because you don't get any companions right at the beginning. I did junk is junk because you do find a lot of stuff at the beginning, so I wanted to make sure it got sorted right. I didn't do any of the interiors. I didn't do NPCs travel because that adds to the chem bench, but that one pretty much goes here too. Aliens of the Commonwealth, none of that. No snipers. I didn't do any of this stuff. And then when I got my Pip-Boy, I did everything except stuff that adds to the manufacturing, or not manufacturing, the workbench. I added those in, or everything except those, and the chem bench mods. And in survival, because you can't save, even when you got your Pip-Boy in the vault, you're screwed. But if you get your Pip-Boy and then you open the vault, and when you walk towards the elevator, it saves right there. So you can back out of the game. It automatically saves right there. You can back out of the game at that point. Enable all the mods except mods that affect the workbench, like Settlements Extended. This adds workbench stuff. This adds workbench stuff. All this is workbench stuff. Dog Rugs Grounded, custom crafting stations, OC Decorator. All that is workbench stuff. So don't enable any of that, and certainly don't enable any of your chem bench mods. Now, then what I did was I made my way to the workbench in Sanctuary. I activated it for the first time. I went back down into the bunker just like you saw me do. So essentially we're in the same spot. But then I slept in the bed, and that saved right there. So then I backed out and added my workbench mods, but not my chemistry bench mods. So all of these I left unenabled because they affect the chem bench. And then I went back into the game. I did add saving in survival mode because you don't have to craft that in the chem bench. If you add it at that point, it'll just automatically add those into your inventory. So that way I could save from then on. And then one at a time, I built myself a custom chem bench, which I'll show you. And then one at a time I enabled these and then tried to build something just to make sure that it wasn't going to crash my game and everything was going to act right. So it's acting a lot better. I'm not getting those weird glitches like you saw where the zombie was on the ground and he popped back up again. That's not happening anymore. I tested out the zombie slayer. It seems a little overpowered, but it's fun. Maybe we'll just have fun with it. I don't know. It's pretty easy to make your go-to weapon with all this because it's really just hack and slash with all these zombies running around. But anyway, I've reverted back to just being in my cellar here. But once you get all of your chem bench mods added, you should be good to go. And this seems pretty stable. I've played through a little bit, trying to check and see if I could get the error again. It didn't. So the load order is basically the same. Let me see. I'll just scroll through it real quick because I went through it in a little more detail on the first video. This is all in the same spots that I showed you. I moved the jetpack over here with the same fusion cores because it's basically the same principle. Yeah, and then these got moved on the other side of this, so it goes these three that actually add zombies to the world, and then the behavioral mod. That's what he said you should do, the creator of that mod. Then I still got the death physics, and the headshot still seems good. Corpse collisions for cell respawn, verbatiments. Yes, all this is the same. Maximum matter encounters, power conduits. And then yeah, the chem bench mods right here. So these are a little different. These ones, these 7. I would add them one at a time. They don't have to. The chem bench mods don't have to be in this order. They just all have to be in a group right here. But they are working in this order. So I don't know. Maybe just go with what you know works. And then this was all the same. Immersive looting you can enable after you get your Pip-Boy, just so you know. And then when you come up, you can loot all those shipping containers and stuff like I was doing. Yeah, and oh, I also said on the other video, this I thought this mod added recon and night vision. That's not what it is. It'll add just the follow target effect or the whole look of the recon scope with the sort of washed out gray look. I don't like that washed out gray look, so on my scopes I just added the recon ability, and it's pretty cool. It's like just looking through a regular scope, but it marks the baddies for you, so that's nice. I do like that. And then the rest of it's pretty much the same. UCO needs to go at the bottom, so it's pretty much the same. I had to do a full reinstall and download all these again. It took a whole day. Anyway, so that's that. Wanted to show you kind of what I did with the place. I did the custom crafting stations, and then I used OC Decorator because the crafting stations themselves will sit on top of these little containers, but the clutter that's provided with them won't sit on top. So I just use OC Decorator, and I put an ammo bag, and then whatever chem and stuff I had, I just decorated the top of it with that. So that's my chemistry bench. And I kind of organized a little bit. I took all the ammo that I didn't want, or not didn't want, but didn't want to carry right now, and put it in here. I put some of my, just what I thought was important to keep in safe, what I wanted to keep in there. Desks just got stuff I don't want in it. I left some stuff on the shelves just to do that, and then some of the stuff I kind of decorate with. I like to put a this is just a quirk of mine. I like to put a cigarette machine in my house and then fill it with all the cigarettes and packs of cigarettes that I find. So that's a thing. Anyway, you'll see when I decorate my house. Oh yeah, I gotta show you the water crafting like I said I would. And then I took all the food and all the food I had and water and stuff, and I put it in here because I would much rather search a menu, even though, yeah, it all looked really nice on the shelf, but I kept bumping into the shelf and knocking stuff over. So also, yeah, so I re-downloaded that Make Static, which it does add to the chem bench, so I did it very carefully. I would not do it until you got in here after doing the workshop, but it works pretty neat. Like, it works pretty good. So, like, this American flag, if I jumped up on the desk right now, I'd kick it over. So you hit the button to say select for Make Static, and then the stuff comes back. And then you open your Pip-Boy and go to inventory and go over to miscellaneous and say make selection static. And then it gives you some, it says cannot equip this item, and then now you can't move that thing. So that's going to be handy for decorating. So you won't knock stuff around, because you can place stuff by yourself a lot or a lot more specifically if you want to do specific placement. Then you can with the OC Decorator, although the OC Decorator is a bit easier to use and to place things because it's got the snap to function. But you can't really decorate like shelves with it. You can only put stuff like on the top shelf, and sometimes stuff will glitch through like the middle of the shelf or the middle of a tabletop and stuff like that. If you've ever messed with it, you know what I mean. So this is kind of handy. I like it. I'll probably use it when I run into those issues with OC Decorator that I can't do. Um, let's. I reverted back to save because, like I said, I was messing around, but things are as they were up there as we left them. And I haven't crafted the zombie killer yet, or zombie slayer, which only costs a bottle cap. So it's legendary. Last time I did this, it worked fine. I should show you my perks that I picked. I just kind of went with the basics. I did Armor Smith level 3, Gun Nut level 4, and Blacksmith level 2. So I had 9 to work with, so that's what I picked. And that was mostly just because right at the beginning of the game, I wanted to upgrade my weapons and armor, so I did. I didn't upgrade my armor too heavy. I changed the weapons they give you. I got a 50 cal. I got an automatic. I know I got 75, 45 rounds in the last game, but I only got 39 this time. And they don't give you any 45 rounds in here. Ugh. And then I added silencers to almost everything. You can't to the 44, but I called it Dirty Harry, and I've only got 31 rounds anyway. I don't know when I'll ever use that, but silencers are going to be very important in this world. I called this the nail driver. That's pretty cool. Sawed-off shotgun, which I'm also not going to use very often. Sniper rifle, and the zombie slayer. So we're going to upgrade the zombie slayer to the serrated blade. And now the weapons are pretty much done. Let me throw that in a favorite real quick. Let's put that one first down here, and then I'll put the blade. The blade I added the sneak blade to. Oh, let's look at the weapons on here because we get better pictures. Okay, so yeah, I got a 50 cal. I've only got 1 round for that. Now, I'm thinking I'm gonna go with just ammo that I find, and not do ammo crafting because, you know, I'm trying to make this a zombie apocalypse, so let's just do it that way. So this 50 cal does 610 damage, which is a lot, but I've only got the 1 round, so I'm figuring this is like my Deathclaw gun. Automatic, these go pretty quick, and the 45, I don't know how common the 45 rounds are gonna be in this, but I believe if I can change it to 5.56. I can change it to 9 millimeters. So let's see what we get. Yeah, and then we'll just kind of go from there. Because we're gonna need a lot of ammo for an automatic. My blade, I did the stealth blade. I called this Dirty Harry, and I upgraded everything as fully as I could. So it's all got like the advanced receivers and all that stuff, and the best blades. So everything that I had is completely upgraded. I meant to do this before because I don't need to carry around all of these weapon and armor mods now. And they're a £0.5 pound a piece, so yeah, there we go. And then my armor's kind of the same thing. Kind of the same situation. I didn't upgrade I made them ultra light, which I had the option for, but I didn't change this because I figured that'd be cheating. UCO gives the option to change what type of armor it is. And I couldn't get polymer because I don't have enough leather, so I just didn't upgrade any of those yet until I get more leather. I like the gunner decal. I'm not a gunner fan, but I like the skull, so I did that. And then I did everything low-res tactical that I could. My military fatigues I added deep pockets to, and I did resistant lining where I could. But that's pretty much all I did. I did ultralight builds, black tactical, left it medium armor. So it works pretty good, especially against the zombies. It's enough, definitely. But that's what I got, and I got a gas mask with resistant lining. If we run into like a rad area, I can put it on. But pretty straightforward. I've got some water. I promise I will show the water crafting. I just don't want it right now. Let's go tool around upstairs is what I'm thinking. So let's get out our zombie slayer. And I guess we'll clear out Sanctuary with the zombie slayer because it's fun and I want to show you guys. And then, I don't know, and then we can kind of judge, I guess. I mean, I guess it'll be me just judging, but I don't know, if somebody does have a preference, then let me know if we should or shouldn't use it, you know. It's it's fun to do, but I don't know how really immersive it is. Because, yeah, it basically negates the whole headshot thing. I'm sorry about all the coughing, too. I'm a smoker. Yay. Yeah, see. Okay. Ah! Ouch. Boom. Yeah, down. So, yeah. Probably OP. Wow. Yeah. But, you know, with all these zombies, they swarm you fast. You see, like, I tried not to use this on one of the test runs that I was doing, and I ran out of ammo so fast. Oh my gosh. And I had, like, I don't know, 300 rounds on me or something like that. And, man, just because they were swarming, so I was shooting over here, and I was getting hit, and just all this stuff. It got kind of crazy. So I gotta remember to loot these guys before they vanish, remember? Oh, also, I did watch the last video, and I noticed that the sound was kind of unbalanced, that it was kind of hard to hear me. So I turned down some of the sound effects and adjusted some of the reverb and ambience and all of that. So hopefully this sound comes out a little better on this one. Like, it's so far away too. This thing, yeah, it's just bad zombie. I keep forgetting to loot. And it looked like Codsworth ran off after these guys. Now, Codsworth is a zombie killing machine. Literally. Look at this. He's just slaying these guys. Yeah, just boom. All of them. There's like 12 of them over here, and he just kicked ass. So, yeah, that's another reason with Sanctuary, I don't know, I didn't want to try and kind of stealth around and kill him or anything, because I knew Codsworth was going to get involved and just lay waste. So, he did. But yeah, we can clear out this area, and yeah, there he goes again. Going after him. Let's head over here, see if we can find any of these dudes. Because I know some of them spawn over here. Where the rad roaches were. Or maybe they already did. Huh. Maybe those were some of the ones that Codsworth already killed. Okay. I think there's some behind the house. Let's clear this area. Where are you guys? There you are. Haha, come here. Yeah, it's not really a challenge at all with this thing. Oh, ouch, dick. Bam. All right. Ah. I mean, since I'm a junker, I gotta make sure I get all this stuff. Bang. Yeah, see, so... Don't get me wrong, it's fun. It's fun to use when you get swarmed, but I think I might, like... I think I might just save it for that occasion, you know? Like, if I'm really running low on ammo. And having a hard time, then I'll break this out and just start slashing to just get myself out of trouble. Cause zero deaths, right? Like that's what we do, is zero deaths. We can't die. That wouldn't be immersive. I don't know, I'm just screwing around. I will probably die. Yep. Codsworth killed some more. Did I get all of these? Anyway, yeah, Codsworth is a madman. I'm gonna skip talking to him because it's boring. But all right, so this is kind of clear. All right, kind of cleared out. Let's go check out the basement over here, or the what do they call it? I forgot. It's like, I forget terminology so often. I just imagine people watching this and just like yelling words at their TV or at the screen or whatever they're watching on, trying to remind me. The root cellar, yeah. What it is that I'm trying to say. But, you know, oh well. Let's see. Yeah, we'll take the pre-war food and the bottles because we need those for the water. Here's water, food. Oh, 45, sweet. Mac and cheese. Cram, yeah. One of them in a wrench, alright. I used to collect liquor too. Maybe I'll still do that. I try to make like a little liquor cabinet out of the stereo. I don't know why. It feels like it looks nice. I guess let's take the cans and stuff. Let's just loot this place. Let's loot it dry, right? Because I'm going to be building. Not in Sanctuary. I'm going to be scrapping in Sanctuary like crazy. I am going to pick the bones off of this place. No, bottle. Wow, see, this is that immersive lighting thing. See, you remember when you came down here and it was just like lit up? Well, now the light source is right there. So like that's like all you get. And so, and when you look at it, it's bright, but I like it. I like, just like that Pip-Boy mod, the Pip-Boy light mod, and it adds the shadows and stuff. So, and even in third person, you get your own shadow. Look at that, because it's on your left arm there, so your right shadow is cast on everything. I don't know. Maybe I'm a dork. And nothing in the first aid. Jeez. Damn immersive gameplay. Making it all realistic and stuff. Okay. Let's take a shovel, why not? Oh yeah, the barrels. Oh, I get stuff out of the barrels now. Okay. I mean, I keep getting amazed at the stuff that I added myself, you know, and this is still out of my league, so I didn't do any lock picking, but we'll try to remember to come back and get all that beginning shit out of the safe. Okay, so root cellar's taken care of. Is there anything else? Well, I mean, there's cap stashes. We could loot the houses and stuff, but I think that's kind of boring, right? And then I'm just gonna just scrap the hell out of this place anyway. It's going to be bare bones. I think some of the only stuff you can't scrap with the mods that I have are like the complete houses. I can totally scrap these houses, and you can scrap almost all of the grass and shrubs, except you have to leave like a certain, like a base layer of dirt and grass and stuff. But like, it's going to be dry in here. Oh, yeah, I forgot. What is this now? Oh, it's 9mm now. Yeah, that mod changes all the ammo types and stuff. There's a whole description about it. It's kind of interesting, the changes that it makes, and it's supposedly geared towards a bit of a more hardcore survival kind of playthrough, which is what I've said on many occasions that I'm trying to do here with the zombie mod. Let's see. Why don't we go over the bridge here? Because, like I told you, actually here, let me show you this recon scope I was talking about. So, regular scope, regular view. Oh, recon effect. I like this a lot more than the standard recon scope, because you can barely make anything out color-wise. Oh crap, I totally whiffed that. Oh, I hit him, just not in the head. I think I hit the bridge. Oh man, okay, this is... Apparently I'm a terrible shot. That's one of the things that immersive gameplay changed that I didn't realize I was very used to, and that was that it doesn't automatically correct your recoil. So once you fire, it doesn't bring you back where you can't just make like a minor adjustment and then fire again. You have to completely re-aim, and it has just tanked my accuracy. So I guess my my amateurish gameplay skills are being exposed right now. Sure, why not? I'm not a big grenade player. I mean, I guess they're fine. I know there's zombies over here, but I want to get to the manhole because I want to show off the Underground Railroad real quick. Let's loot this guy. Ooh, more 45. Sweet. And yeah, lots of stuff. Cool. Why not? I'll admit. Sure. Let's loot the sack that's up here. Oh, cool. More 7.62. Just what I needed, right? Because I've only got 1,500 rounds of it. But right over here is the first manhole. Oh man, I just don't want to fight anymore. Okay, they don't see me. They don't see me. They don't see me. Okay, let's go. All right. So, down here is the Underground Railroad, and I'm going to put away this. It's really dark in here. I'll turn on this for now. Yeah, so this is like the bare bones. This is what it looks like when you first get here. There's no door on Sanctuary. There's a bunch of rubble and crap everywhere. And you got a workbench, so you can totally make this your player home. It's got a 100-point fuse box already added in with a lot of connectors to be able to wire all the way around all the edges. You can place a light bulb kind of on the chain inside of this thing. It's kind of neat, and it makes it look like the chandelier's lit up. You can scrap all of this crap, and I usually put like a fire right here. One time I tried to build I used a bunch of Deathclaw hands and put them all face up around like they were holding the flames, and then put a bunch of campfires on there, so it was like a big bonfire, and then I threw a bunch of bones in it. That was kind of neat, but it took forever to get enough bones and stuff to even decorate it, first of all. But I guess we can loot skeletons now, so maybe it won't, but I don't know. I might keep it more simple, but... So, this part is like the player home part, and it's fine. I usually put up some walls in this corner, make a little bedroom for myself, and then I kind of use these spaces in here to make like an inner square with like corner sections, and then pathways through here. And then the outside is like I usually put dog houses here and like workbenches and stuff and mannequins, and you know, and then I decorate with posters and things like that. We'll see once I get to that. And then these are the gates to the area, to the other areas. Like this goes to Salem, then Concord, so forth. Now, what I noticed when I was checking stuff is that if you want, like, the idea is supposed to be that you go find Salem, you find the manhole, you come back, you select the chain, you open the gate, and then you can travel back to Salem whenever you want to. Yeah, you can select the chain. So you can, if you really want, I don't know. I haven't decided yet whether I just want to open all the doors. I think it's going to kind of depend on how things go, whether we want to travel through the wasteland or if we want to just get to the point. So we'll see. But yeah, so yeah, you find all these manholes and then you come back here. And what I really like about it is that your home is always just a manhole away. If you can find a manhole, you can get home. Other than the ones that are in some of the quests and stuff. You guys probably know what I'm talking about. But that's handy. And then this area, if you scrap this, it goes downstairs and there's just like a open... It looks unfinished, which it very well may just be unfinished, but... What I've found is that you can take some concrete stairs and just place them through the floor here, and then go down there and attach floor tiles to it until you can get them like squared up with the doorway like that, and then you can just build off those, and you basically get like a free build area where you can build as much as you want. So I don't know if I'm going to put like a vault down there or if I'm going to put just like a big concrete warehouse or what. I don't know. We'll see. But I am definitely going to build down there. And I'm thinking I'm going to build something cool, and I'll put like my power armor stations. When I get new pieces of power armor, I'll put them in display things down there. An armory. I'll do a lot of that military clutter down there, so that'll be like my bunker in a bunker. And but yeah, that's this place. So let's see. There's a few supplies. How much carry weight do I have left? 15 pounds. I guess I could take this junk back to my bunker. So what's in here? Oh, shotgun shell. Sure, why not? Okay, so yeah, looted this place for now, but I'm definitely gonna come back here and build like crazy. So you know what? Maybe what I'll do, we're about the same length as the first video, so why don't I save it here? We'll call it, and then on my own time, I will go grab all my resources out of that other place, and bring them back here. Drop them in the workbench here. I'll try not to stir up too much shit upstairs at the Red Rocket. And then maybe I'll do a little building, or maybe I'll do another video where we clear out Red Rocket or something like that. So, but anyway, thank you guys for anybody who may be watching this. Sorry about all the mod tutorial stuff. That'll obviously go away as we get more into the progression of the game. We'll be able to just tool around instead of going over how I did what I did. But yeah, so if you liked it, leave a like. Consider subscribing. See you in the next video.